Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Celeste. It is Mountain 101. Last time we were here, we got through the prologue, and today, we got through the prologue in Chapter 1, getting 100% and only 23 deaths, which, you know, not bad. Today we're going to be doing the B-side, which is basically just a harder version of the level, but the difference is that it has a remix, which I'm going to let you listen to. Yeah, I'll be honest, I do like this remix, but, see, the thing with me and video game music is that a lot of the times, I really like the music, but I will just never listen to it outside of the game. It just really fits it, but I don't think that I would listen to it outside. It is very good, though, at, like, portraying what's happening in-game. Thing about the B-sides is that they really just test your knowledge on how well you are able to use these concepts. So, like, in this one, I was barely out of energy, but I could still recover. This one's going to be hard. Okay, luckily, the thing about the B-sides are that there are no collectibles, so you can pretty much just focus on, so you can just focus entirely on collecting. Jeez. You can just focus entirely on collecting the... No, you don't even need to focus on collecting anything. You can just focus on speedrunning or just getting through the level. And now... And you're going to want to wall jump just to conserve energy, because wall jumping conserves energy, and conserving energy is the most important thing that you can do in B-side, and I just died again. This one's going to test your ability to jump off of moving walls. Again, you want basically whenever you cling onto the wall, you can basically just ignore the spikes and keep constantly moving upward. And you need to keep constantly moving upward so that you can get the most height possible. And then you want to try to move in from the sides. Don't move because your movement is going to use up your. Jeez, I can't talk. Your movement is going to use up your stamina, and you don't want your stamina getting used up right at the end. So you need to conserve it and just wall jump. And now, here we have our first introduction of the binoculars. You need to study this carefully. If the game gives you binoculars, it's because you need to use it. I remember this room being a particular pain in the butt, because even if you do everything right, you could still end up you could still screw it up. So, you're going to cling onto this, launch yourself, and then you're going to want to slowly but surely... The main problem is that you run out of stamina so quickly. And once you run out of stamina, you're basically dead, so... You need to try to get through this with using as little stamina as possible. And that is another thing. Again, like, even if you do it right, you could still just barely miss it because you ran out of stamina too early. And yes, did it! Okay, jeez. I was worried that was going to take too long. No! No! Okay. By the way, I have to... so this one is going to involve that you have to... As soon as you activate this, you need to move onto the platform, and then also don't hold down the climb button. No! No! I had it! Game, why won't you let me have this one? No! Oh, I can't crouch down fast enough. Okay. dash, and no! Again, I'll probably just end up cutting out most of these deaths if it takes too long. Then you're gonna want to climb up here, and land on this platform and keep going. Oh, this looks like an easy one. It says easy and then dies. Alright, dash to the side, and then you just want to launch yourself up in order to continue on to the next room. And again, why they bother, again, more energy crystals. Again, I do not like how they are introduced, but they are a core mechanic, so you're going to need to get used to them and study them carefully on how they work. One of the best tips that I could offer is to always plan out what you are going to do, as a lot of the times it's not clear what you need to do until you're right at the end, and then you immediately screw up and you have to do the whole thing over again. This room is a good example. In order to get through this room, I need to grab on to this ledge, grab onto that block, which is most certainly going to fall down, jump through, dash through... Oh, wait, actually, hold up. Can I just grab onto this, jump through here, dash, and then I need to grab this crystal, and then I need to hope with all of my luck that no, okay, I failed. Because you need to keep your dash until the very end so that you can dash through the spikes. That is, I don't know why you would have to do something like this, or why this is considered fair, but alright, especially with how easy it is just to screw up. Yes! Okay, finally, that took forever. And I already screwed that up. This was one of the rooms I remembered being a pain. Wait, what am I supposed to... Oh. There we go. I'll jump up to the next room. And now, I don't know what insane man thought of this, but you need to very carefully thread the needle by jumping up here, landing on this platform, and then you need to somehow, I don't know, without dashing. Like, you need to come up here, land on this other railway, jump, and then manage to grab onto the side of it without dying. Again, I restate, without dying, because if you die, then you're bad. No! No! I thought I had that. I thought I had that. All I had to do was dash upward and I would have had it. No! Okay, sometimes the level design is okay, but as we're going to see later in the game, sometimes the level design, it just feels like they were making this on, like, a bad day. Like, they just really wanted to, like, make the player struggle. Yes, I did it! Finally. Nope! I grabbed onto the ledge, and it killed me. I grabbed onto the ledge, and it killed me. No! Yes! Okay, I somehow made that. Yeah! Wall jump. Don't even bother using it. And now, no, this is not the final stretch. I wanted to chance it and say that this was the final stretch, but it's not. No! No! It's a good thing this isn't canon. And oh my gosh, yes, finally! Oh, thank goodness. No! Oh, I was, my heart started racing because I thought that I could beat it on the first try. That would have been awesome. Go up here, jump up, and... Oh, alright, okay, we're done. We're done here. And, nope, this is the room that I was thinking about. Alright. Alright, here we go. Better settle in, this is gonna be a long one. Now, okay, so putting aside the fact that they don't give you binoculars, so you barely have any idea as to what's coming up, what you need to do, and I don't know who thought of this, like, I feel like the designers were just really mad. You need to grab onto the block, and then as it's carrying you, you need to let go at just the right moment so that you fall onto the single block that's on there. And you also need to make this first jump without dashing. Okay, just need to jump up there. I was wrong about what you needed to do. You just needed to jump upward. And now... Yes! Yes, I did it! Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Okay, so what I was trying to say was that I was wrong about what you were supposed to be doing. You were supposed to, Jeez. You weren't supposed to be, you weren't supposed to be aiming for that block. You were actually supposed to be jumping upward, grabbing onto the top platform, dropping down, and then grabbing onto it again. And then, again, that's what I hate, is that this is literally the final room, and they don't even give you any binoculars, so you don't see what's coming, and I feel so bad for anyone who happened to die. I'm so glad that I got that second part. And now, you'll notice that despite the fact that we're here, it keeps going. And we now see that this level goes on even further, as for more proof that this level isn't canonical. But either way, we have the red heart that we are looking for, and I love how it says, "Are you ready?" Even though this is, I'm not kidding, this is the easiest part of the level. I would call this the easiest part of the level. Not only that, but it plays a sort of 8-bit rhythmatic remix of the stage. Done! Okay. Oh, that took forever. That took too long. That took too long. Also, I'm not sure who drew that, but this is something that I didn't mention in the first chapter. I really like whoever drew that. And, yeah. 106 deaths. Alright then. I'll admit, some parts could have been done better. Then again, I am basically known for doing stupid deaths. Yeah. Debating on whether or not I should continue. You know what, why not? Chapter 2 is not that bad. Strawberries will impress your friends, but that's about it. Only collect them if you really want to. As if the game needed to shout out to you that these strawberries don't do anything, except, surprise, they actually do something. What happened while we were asleep? Is this a dream? Pretty sure this is a dream. Now, I am going to do something that you are not going to understand, and that's mainly because your only clue that you're supposed to do this is at the end of the level, and it is at a point in which you cannot go back. So just listen to me here for a second. Diagonally dash between the wall, and every time it will restore your stamina. Yes, the game encourages that you do this, and we are just going to climb, jump up here, and then we are just going to abuse the infinite stamina that the game generously gives us, and by generously, I mean we're not exploiting anything, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Come up here, and then there is your blue heart. I don't know... Oh, come on, grab on me. I don't, like... Your only significant... the only thing that was telling you how to get this is at the end of the level, and it is very vague, and you probably would not have guessed this, but yeah. And, yeah, when you're falling, Maddie, like, squishes down. Also, I never realized how ridiculous this is. What is this crouch? She, like... And it was even more ridiculous because at the end of chapter 1, she was, like, doing that to, like, set it on fire, and it just looked weird. Either ways, you may have noticed we have these star things in the background, but... Yes, alright. As you notice, we have these star things in the background, but, they are actually frozen solid in this particular area, and we cannot dash through them, so we're gonna have to come back here later. We can try heading to the right, but it is blocked off, preventing us from moving forward, so we're gonna need to find a way around that. Gonna go and head down, and as we can see, there is no way of getting through this. And it sounds like glass. Again, we can basically just ignore all of this, but what you don't want to ignore is this little area, which you can dash through, which gets you a strawberry, and it's one of the first strawberries that you can get in the level. Is there anything else? If you try to progress any more, you're just gonna get cut off, I believe, here? No, you want to go down here, actually. No, wait, actually, yes, you do want to go up here. You want to go up here, actually. This is gonna become important for later. At first you don't notice that you can't actually do anything, but you can come over here, and we'll see that there is another one of these things, and then a pair of binoculars. Scrolling down, we can see that there is a strawberry down here. That is the only thing of significance that these binoculars can show us. The only thing of significance. There is literally nothing else these binoculars can show us. Just telling you there's a strawberry. Even though, you know, the game literally just told us that the strawberries don't do anything but impress your friends. But hey, maybe the game just wants to help us impress our friends. Because after all, we all know, we all have those, am I right? Come over here. Grab this, and dash on through. But, yeah. It's actually funny. I heard that Celeste was nominated for a bunch of stuff at the Game of the Year Awards, or as I like to call it, the Red Dead Redemption Awards, because let's be honest, Red Dead Redemption basically stole the show. I never played Red Dead Redemption, but I heard that it's pretty good. I don't know, just not really my kind of thing. Evil! And now, with that mysterious person that looks exactly like us breaking out of a mirror, oh boy, the symbolism is so sharp you could cut out with one of the mirror shards that it just broke out of. We unlocked this little space scoop. I call it space scoop, even though that's probably not what its official name is. You can dash through it, and you can also use it as a way to regain stamina. That is all that the space scoop serves. You want to be careful with the Space Scoop, though, because the Space Scoop is a double-edged sword that will kill you if you happen to dash into a wall. However, it can be used in certain areas where you can see that it's not placed up against the wall, like here. And, yeah, for whatever reason, this unlocks all of the Space Scoop. All of the Space Scoop. And now, the B-side is much earlier in the level than it was for the last one, and that was... rhythm. My weakness is rhythm games, alright? Oh, come on! Yeah, my weakness is rhythm games. Did I mention that I can barely play rhythm games, guys? Either way, we're gonna unlock the B-side, and what I didn't notice is that you can actually sit here listening to it, and you get a bit of a preview for what the B-side music is going to sound like. Not sure why you can't just, you know, go into the level and listen to it, but sure, why not? It's a nice touch. Again, with a lot of this game, it's just like the minute details that make it fun. Gonna go and go to this area. Now, another mechanic with the space... I'll talk about what I just did in a minute. But another mechanic with the Space Scoop is that if you dash into it and then jump, you'll get a bit of extra height, so let's see if I can pull this off. Dang it. Okay, what I am collecting are what are known as strawberry seeds, if I'm correct. Basically what happens is that you can try to collect them, but if you touch the ground, they will all dissipate and respawn. So, yes, you need to go through this entire area without touching the ground, or... Sorry, not touching the ground, regaining stamina, because had I been able to touch the ground, I probably could have gotten that, and... oh boy. It's probably just easier to do it from the top. No! You know what, fine. Let's see if I can prove this right. There we go! These puzzles get much more frustrating later on. Oh, come on. Gonna go and head right, and now I believe I remember this one being difficult. You have to downward and then up. Yeah, okay, that was way easier than I thought that was. Basically, easy way to get it, just stand right here and then down tilt, and then tilt down left, or yeah, down left. I keep, jeez. Right here, we're just gonna get the strawberry. I actually like this, as if there's one thing that I like about this game is that it's good on bringing back mechanics. You know, it's not gonna be like you know, like certain games where it's just like I guess I could compare it to some Zelda games where it's just like, okay, here's this new thing. Okay, now you never need to use that new thing again for the rest of the game, except maybe the last dungeon where we might bring this puzzle up again, maybe. And then right here, if you'll notice, you can dash downward, and there's another strawberry in it for you. I guess if there's one thing that I wanted to talk about, it would be my opinions of Chapter 1, since, you know, there's no point of me, like, trying to hide anything. I like Chapter 1, it just doesn't have my favorite music. I'm cool with it, but this, especially since the second chapter has much better music, and frankly, I do not think that Chapter 1 represents everything that you're going to be doing as a game. In fact, personally, what I would have done, I would have switched up Chapter 2 and 1. I really would have preferred switching up these two chapters. Like, I get that Chapter 2, like, brings you into it, but, like, I probably would have had the Space Scoop mechanic and, like, your evil twin, or, like, whatever that was, mirror reflection, like, come in at the first chapter, or, like, late into the first chapter. I don't know. And now, what you want to do here is you want to dash diagonally twice, and this is one of the most important mechanics of the Space Scoop. You can either give yourself an extra boost by holding down B as soon as you dash, or if you're quick about it, you can actually hold hold in the opposite direction that you're dashing in, which causes you to grab onto the wall, which is great, because sometimes you really need it. Like, I can instantly grab onto the wall instead of just being automatically restricted from it if I hold, Oh, no! I should not have tried to test that there. Well, alright then. Okay. And now, just diagonally dash. I'd recommend just holding in that direction. No, wait, what? No! Diagonally dash. Firmly grasp it! Okay. Again, diagonal dashes are my weakness in this game. I cannot diagonally dash to save my life. Now, you need to be careful that you're not diagonally dashing right across the wall, and now... Maddie, darling, slow down. Who said that? Oh, I'm simply a concerned observer. Are you... me? I am part of you. Why would part of me look so... creepy? This is just what I look like, okay? Deal with it. Sorry, I didn't mean... Forget about it. I can't tell you what a relief it is to finally get out of your head. But look, I'm worried about us. We need a hobby, but this? I know it sounds crazy, but I need to climb this mountain. You are many things, darling, but you're not a mountain climber. Who says I can't be? I know it's not your strong suit, but be reasonable for once. You have no idea what you're getting into. You can't handle this. That's exactly why I need to do this. Are you the weak part of me or the lazy part? I am the pragmatic part. And I'm trying to be diplomatic here. Let's go home. Together. And now in one of my favorite sections, you have the evil part of you who copies your exact movements, chasing you throughout the level, forcing you to constantly keep moving or die. Honestly, I need to tell you this. So, we know that, Maddie's canonical name is Madeline. It's funny, because according to Towerfall 2, the canonical name is Battleline, which is just hilarious, especially when you consider the nickname that I gave... How did I not get that, Sherry? Especially considering the nickname that I gave her now makes her just Batty. Which I have to say is one of the funniest coincidences that I've been able to come up with. Oh, that was stupid. Luckily, main thing about Battleline is that... Battleline, or... I'm just going to keep calling her Batty, because, you know, Maddie. The main thing about Batty is that, she will copy your exact movements. She won't try to hone in on your location. That would have been pure evil if she just honed in on your location. But luckily she doesn't. She just copies your movements. Yeah. Get that. Here we have a new mechanic, which is getting all of the... You have to activate all of these buttons in order to make a part of the castle move, I guess. Jeez, I can't talk while doing it. And yeah, now she is cloning herself. Come on, what is this? Who is this person, and why does she even care about us? But yeah, I also really like this concept of, like, Maddie is literally... I guess this could symbolically represent the fact that Maddie is trying to convince herself to stop climbing the mountain. Maybe even going so far as to try to actually kill herself if it means that she won't have to try to climb up the mountain. Or maybe this is just the mountain itself trying to get her to stop. Either way, and now prepare for one of the longest sections of the level in which you have to slowly climb back down the tower. We have hit the top of the tower, and now we can start climbing back down it again. And that cherry is going to be the death of me, I know it. Every time I've ever tried to collect that cherry, I die. And, oh yeah, now there's 5 of them. Have fun. Now, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's it. And now you want to take... And now, the basic route of maneuver is to take the top path, then take the bottom path. Then you want to go back onto the top path, and then take the top path once again, and then you can come down here. There is nothing stopping you from just rushing to the end now. And now we are basically at the end game. No. Wait, what? And yeah, it just sort of stops chasing you. This is one thing that is never explained. It just sort of stops chasing you as soon as it leaves the tower. Maybe it gains its power or something, but like it just stops chasing you for no reason. And now, oh well, that sucked. And yeah, this is yeah, here we have it so that you get the cherry at the beginning, and this is where you need to get good at like what I'm just going to name backstepping the space cube, because this is where it becomes important. And now you can also go down right here. And yeah, if this is a dream, then it's a very detailed dream that for some reason has cherries. And besides, how could this not be a dream? I mean, we are literally getting strawberries in it. We are like what? Are we just going to wake up and suddenly find that we have like 13 more strawberries than we originally did? And oh, come on! Come on! I can get this! Oh my gosh. No! The worst part is that we're right at the end of the level. By the way, the sound... actually, never mind. What I was going to say is that the music that plays, when, Batty is chasing you is actually my favorite part of the stage. In fact, that actually was my favorite part of the stage. In fact, I'm gonna go back just so that you can listen to it. Yeah, I always really liked it. Really liked it. It was I think it's like my second. Yeah, it's my second favorite song, to be honest. Either way, we're gonna come through here, and now I'm not sure why they bothered putting this here. It's not like you necessarily need this, that you can just walk through it. And there aren't even any strawberries, but hey, whatever. Are you calling me from a payphone? Yeah. No, wait, you called me. What are you talking about? It doesn't matter. I'm in trouble. I'm being chased by someone. I don't really understand what's going on, but I know I'm in danger. I can feel it. Maddie, you only call me when you're when you're panicking in the middle of the night. You don't have to make up some ridiculous story just to get my attention. I am not making it up. You always do this. Shh, it's alright, calm down. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Talk to me. I'm climbing Celeste Mountain. I found this old mirror and it shattered, but part of me escaped and... I'm dreaming, aren't I? Maddie, of course you're dreaming. I haven't spoken to you in months. Why would I start now? Ugh, why am I even climbing this stupid mountain? I'm wondering the same thing. It's time to give up and go home.
What a wake-up call, am I right? We can see that none of the goopy stuff actually existed. And hey, look, it's it's Theo. We can see that the path that we originally used to get down to the mirror is now closed off, or maybe never existed in the first place, and that you can just... and that there is no more snow here. Now what you can do is by dashing through here, you can come up here into this area, where you will continue to climb up, and then you will find... Now, originally, had you not gotten the blue heart already, the blue heart would have appeared right here inside of this area, and there would not have been a way to get it. This is supposed to be your hint. An apparition, not of this world, but because of it, lurking out of frame. Awake my heart is a fortress. In dreams I am vulnerable. The only thing that this tells you is that you somehow have to find a way to get this heart, and I'm pretty during the dream area section, and for whatever reason, I guess, and for whatever reason, jeez, what was it? And for whatever reason, I guess the lurking out of frame is supposed to tell you that you can, like dash multiple times if you're out of the frame, but that was not clear to me, at all. Hey, Maddie, you made it. Climbing up here was tough, but totally worth it. Just look at these ruins. I took so many great pics. Wanna see? Oh, sure. Theo, these are great. Maybe I'll finally hit 1,000 followers with these. Oh, we need to formally commemorate this occasion. Take a selfie with me. I don't know if that's such a good idea right now. Come on, it's easy. Like this. Sorry about that. Don't worry, I won't post that one. No, it's alright, you can post it. I'm just not photogenic. Maddie, don't be so hard on yourself. No one looks good without a filter. Casual? Yeah, refined. What made you want to try photography? My grandpa was really into it. Apparently he was semi-famous in the photography world. I don't know if I'll ever be that good at it. But it's nice to feel close to him. So you're determined to climb the entire mountain? Yeah, I told myself I would. I'm done making promises to myself. Life goals. I dig it. I don't want to make it to the top like you, but I'm not ready to turn back just yet. Are you getting any data up here? I don't have a smartphone. Maddie, I don't even know how to respond to that. Yeah, I like his dialogue. It's just funny stuff like that. This game has a lot of charm to it. I can attest to that. This game definitely has, seriously. That's one of the things about indie games, is that you get a lot of charm from it that that you don't get from other kinds of big stuff. Right here, as you can see, this is actually the exact same layout as the thing that we were just going through at the end of the dream sequence. I do like this touch. I actually really do. Although on the other hand, how on earth does Maddie know what this look like before she's even seen it? Although I probably just put it up to I don't know, the power of the mountain. I don't know, weird stuff. Probably why the mega corporation had to leave, or why no one wanted to live here. Lore-based stuff if you're into it. There is another cherry up here, and I guess if I just wanted to expand on my thoughts about the whole dream sequence thing, I kind of wish that at the end, you were going through a bit of a challenge, and also, yeah, right here you can see I had a failed recording of this, which is why the cherry with strawberry is already collected, because you know, failed recording and autosaves. Autosaving is the devil. Yeah, I kind of wish that, instead of just going through something that was, pathetically easy like this, but instead, you had to go through a challenge which was made easy by the space goop, and then you immediately had to go through the exact same thing, but when you woke up in the real world, like you had to do it again, but without the space goop, thus making the challenge harder and bringing like a whole new, like sort of like a whole new challenge to the table. I don't know, stuff like that. I've always liked, but hey, at least one thing stayed the same.
Hello?
Hey, Mom.
Hey, what a nice surprise. How's your trip?
It's okay, I'm just kind of overwhelmed.
Oh no, you have another panic attack? Focus on your breathing, honey. I'm here. What's going on?
Also, I apologize in advance for my poor voice acting. I'm awful at this stuff. And again, major props to whoever actually drew this. This is impressive. And yeah, I actually did get it all in one run. I just accidentally screwed it up right at the very end. And something that I neglected to mention in the last episode is that if you select climb, you can actually choose where you start. Like, you have like different selections. You have the start of it, you have the intervention where we meet. I cannot believe I'm about to say this. Battle Line. I'm sorry, it's just a ridiculous name. Which of course now means that her name is which means that in this game her name is Batty. And then the Awakening section in which you actually wake up. And yeah, I forgot to show off the ones in Forsaken City, which was Start, the Crossing, and then the Chasm. Not sure why they had to be labeled like that, but sure, whatever. Yeah. So next time on Celeste, we're gonna be getting the B-side for Chapter 2. Jeez, this episode went on for a while. And then we're probably not going to do the Celestial Resort because I remember Celestial Resort being one of the longest chapters in the game. Yeah, I think Celestial Resort is really long, so I'm probably gonna have to save that for its own episode. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.